Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Wes, the Suburban Viking, and I am Midgard Axe. How's everybody doing? How you guys been? Still sick? Yes, still sick. However, I did want to make a video indoors for you guys because I got a lot to go over, a bunch of different information I want to share with you, and also I've got a huge axe drop, axe ascent behind me. I kind of want to do something different. We're going to go through each axe. I'm going to preview them for you guys so that way you know what's coming up. New background, guys. I promise I'm not changing after this one. This is going to be it. I love this look. It's more of a sophisticated look. This one over here, The Wild Hunt of Odin. Great painting. I love it. It's a Norwegian painter by the name of Peter Otterbo, who is the one who painted this one in the mid to late 1800s. It's a great representation of it, and if I had to think about it and put it on a painting, that's what I would think of it as. And in Norwegian folklore, Sigurd, the dragon slayer, is leading the pack, and in the rear guard there's a witch by the name of Gudrun Horsetail. So it's a really cool painting, and I just wanted to throw it up there. It ties the thing in really well. And over here we have a painting with Thor's fight with the giants, Thor, or Thor, however you want to say his name. And it's a really cool painting by a Swedish painter by the name of Martin Wing. And it represents him fighting the Jotnar or the Jotun, or however you want to say the giants. Just a really cool representation of Thor. But I'm pretty sure, and depending on which country you go back into the lore, a lot of times Thor has red hair. So sometimes blonde, sometimes red, but even though it's blonde, he's blonde in this one, guys. I still love the painting. It's a great representation of what I would think Thor fighting the giants with a Jotnar or Jotun would look like. Not crazy about these two lights over here. They're not dimmable, so they're a little too bright, I think. I might have to switch those out, but the rest of it's staying. I spent a lot of time on it while it was raining outside, so I hope you guys enjoyed this new background. I thought it was pretty cool. Getting into the video, I hope you guys watched my last video that I dropped, which was basically covering the whole Wes, you were never in the military, the whole stolen valor shit, and also the shilling stuff. Like I said, that's the last time I'm going to bring it up, unless it's some big thing, comes out, but that I'm not discussing it anymore. And I'll show you guys too that all these axes that I'm about to show you, I paid for every single one of them with my own money too, and I'll show you guys that as well, so that way we don't have to worry about it going forward. Now I know most of you probably don't think that, and a good majority are like, Wes, if you say that's what you do, that's what you do. I know. However, I don't want it to be an issue. I'd rather just give you guys what I got going on up front, and then that way going forward I don't have to do this all the time, and you guys know that what I say is what I mean. When I get online and I buy axes, guys, sometimes I buy traditional axes and sometimes I don't. So when we go through these axes, I'm going to let you know that some of them are not going to be very traditional. I buy some of these because I just want to have fun. I want to see if they'll actually do what I want them to do. They may not be designed for what I'm doing. However, I'm going to test these axes to their limit and see what they can do. I'm also going to throw some non-traditional things in there, some crazy axes in there, just to have some fun, okay? Did you guys know that if you go into Amazon, the majority of axes, I've done a lot of research on this, the majority of axes that are bought on Amazon, price range wise, are about $50 and below, and they're basically, almost all of them are made in China. So the good majority of axes that are being bought are around that price range and coming from that country. So there are going to be times where I'm going to buy some of those axes because most people are buying them, and I want to see how good they are and test them and see what they're all about. I know some of you want me to start doing a little bit more traditional axes, American axes, which I am bringing those into as well, but I'm going to bring a good diverse amount of axes onto the channel just in case you decide to go one way or the other. I've got them all covered. Not only is this channel about information and throwing axes and dyes and stains and hafting, but it's also about having fun too. I want to have fun on this channel, so there's going to be some things that I do that are a little crazy outside the box, but just hang in there with me and you'll see what it's all about, and we'll always get to the end where I tell you what I was trying to do and what I'm going to do with whatever it is that I'm doing. You guys have no idea how hard it is to try to find music for my videos. I spend hours and hours and hours listening to royalty-free music, trying to find music for my videos. It is countless hours spent. To be honest with you guys, I had no idea that editing videos, finding music, doing all that was going to take this long. It takes so long for me to do, but I love doing it. I actually find a lot of fun in editing. It's just extremely time consuming and it takes up tons of time. But that's the whole point of doing this thing, so that's why I tell you guys, I pour my heart and soul into this. I really do. Even when I'm sick, I'm in here filming. I love doing this so much that even sick doesn't get me down. I'm going to make some form of content for you guys because I'm literally sitting down, laying in the bed the other night with a blanket over me, drinking, NyQuil like it was, water. And I'm sitting there listening to commercial-free music, trying to figure out what music I'm going to put to my future video. So, guys, I'm always working on this. So I always want to bring you the best I can with what I can do. So without further ado, let's get into all these axes. The first axe I'm going to introduce to you is, it says Holtefors on it, but that's made by Hol Brook, which is the Montreal pattern. Get off. Felling axe. Really cool axe, guys. I've actually thrown this before. I've got some experience with it. I actually gave it away to one of my friends and I don't have one, so I wanted another one. This thing is awesome throwing, but we're going to get into it, make a whole thing about it. It's a 28-inch handle. It's made by Hol Brook, but they stamped the Holtefors name on it. It's got kind of a blue paint on the head. It's the Agdor axe. And it's just a really cool, really hard-hitting felling axe, but it's manageable. It's not super heavy. The 28-inch handle does come a tad thick, but down here the grip isn't bad. It just gets a little thicker as it goes up. We do have some grain run out on this one up in here. We do have 45-degree grain down there on the knob, but all in all, these things are beasts. The old one that I had, I didn't even do anything to it. I just threw it the way it came, and it was a tank. So we're going to do this one in the future. So look forward to doing a review on this one here. This one here, guys, is the Burito Tomahawk. It's made to look like it's from Japan, but it's actually made in China. It's actually pretty cool. I saw this online. They do have a bigger one that I might get if this one holds up, but I got this one. This thing is really cool. It's stainless steel, and it's really cool looking, and I'll be honest with you, feeling it in my hand, it feels really good too. It has an all polymer construction. It does have like a 1911 pattern in the handle here that you'd find on the grip of a 1911 right in here, and then on this side here. But pretty cool looking axe, guys. This thing is going to fly really well. I can almost tell this thing's going to be really fun, at least to throw. And it does come with a pretty heavy duty sheath, but we'll get into that when I review it. But this is the CRKT Tomahawk. Alright, guys, all these are in plastic. They're all brand new, so I'm having to take them all apart really quick before I show them to you. The next two we got are the Cold Steel Warhawk and Trench Hawk. These two are almost exactly the same. The only difference is the bit profiles and the back of the poles are a little different. But what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to do a video kind of like one versus the other and throw them both in the same video. I just want to show them to you. They're all polymer with kind of like the metal steel part in the center with bolts and going through. We're going to throw them and see how well they hold up, but it's by Cold Steel. And just hold them, almost dropped that, holding them for the first time, I will say that they feel almost exactly the same. They should be good throwers. They have straight polymer handles with no huge knob at the bottom, kind of like a straight handled axe. So I'm interested in throwing these. These are kind of the Burito, and then these two are kind of the crazy ones that I wanted to get into, but they should be fun to throw. So this one here is the Viking Bearded Axe from Cold Steel, and I'm missing a head. Yeah, guys, when I got this in from Amazon, I didn't have an axe head in the box. I just had a handle. So I've gone online and asked for a replacement. Just want to show you that I did have the handle, but yeah, no axe head. So I've actually done one before, but I want to do a review on another one. Hopefully this time I'll get an axe head with it. The next one we got is the Beavercraft carving axe that's made in the Ukraine. It does come with a leather sheath, and it does come with a leather belt loop you can stick it in, which is really cool. I've seen these sell on Amazon. I've seen a ton of them sell, and I wanted to get one and get my hands on it. It is a little bit smaller, but it should make for a really good flyer up close throwing. It looks, so far looks pretty decent, but I'm going to get into it later in a review. But the handle's pretty cool too, and they did burn their logo in there, which is pretty cool as well. But Beavercraft carving axe, I thought it was cool. A ton of people bought it. Thought I'd get one too. So interested to see how this thing flies. It feels good in the hand though. Here we got the Husqvarna Hatchet. I have yet to throw this one, guys. I don't have any experience with their hatchets, but I did want to get one in. It comes with a sheath like it does on the Carpenter's Axe. It looks like similar quality. They did splay it over nicely with a steel barrel wedge in the top. We do have vertical grain on the knob down here, with a little bit of grain run out, but not bad. I will say they hafted it pretty far down on the shoulder, which looks pretty good. All in all, it's looking pretty decent from the start. But I'm interested to see how this thing flies. This thing looks pretty decent. I do like a little bit of curve in there, which I got. No flared knob. It does come with a leather sheath, which is nice. All in all, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good hatchet, but we're going to review it and see what happens. Like I said, I've never thrown one of their hatchets before. I've seen a bunch of reviews online. They're very mixed, but since I love the Husqvarna Carpenter's Axe so much, I figured why not? Let's give the hatchet a try. So I did get one in that I was really looking forward to, and I had said in a previous video that I was really looking forward to getting this one, which I don't know how the hell this thing comes out. Good God almighty. This thing is in there. I'm afraid to take it out. Jeez Louise. That thing won't come off. What the fuck? I'm going to snap this here. Just pull it from here because I'm not sticking my hand down there. Ugh. Good gracious. It's the CRKT Jenny Ren. I told you guys I wanted to get this. I will say it is a lot smaller in the hand and in person than it looked like it was in the picture. But I'm still interested in throwing it. It does have a really cool feel on the handle. You know, it feels really robust. It feels like it's, you know, it's not going to like break really easily. But we're going to check it out and see. Guys, take a look at that handle. It looks really cool how they did it in there. The dimples on the handle feel really good too. All in all, it feels like it's going to be a really cool flyer. Very short, very compact. Pretty good edge on it. Pretty good edge on it. So I'm interested to see how it's going to fly. But a little bit smaller than I was expecting, but I think it's going to be cool to throw. I'm trying to put this thing back in there. Good gracious. I end up killing myself. It went in a lot easier than it did coming out. I'm sure I probably did that wrong. And of course, I'm bringing you guys, stuff fell. Bringing you guys another wattle axe. I really like this one, which was really cool. This is almost similar to the Butcher, but this one's called the King of Diamonds. You do have a little bit more of a pole on the back than you did with the Butcher. Cool thing about this is what I read online, if you guys can see that pole in the back, how it's kind of like finned. And from what I understand, that finned pole in the back is so that if you stick this axe in the target and throw another axe, it won't strike the pole and go in. It'll kind of deflect left and right, which I thought was pretty cool. But to be honest with you, I just like the design of it. I will say in the hand it feels almost the same as the Butcher, but it feels like there's a little bit more weight in the back. But I'm interested to see how this thing's going to fly, because I really did enjoy throwing that Butcher. And my handle did come in for the Butcher, guys. It's out in my shed, but I did get a replacement handle for the Butcher, so I'm going to get back to that. But this one, not bad. I mean, it's about as sharp as the other ones were, but I'm really interested to get into the King of Diamonds and see what this thing's really all about. Rory over at Ned Foss sent me an email and said, Wes, we got some new axes in. Take a look at this one. We want you to review it. I said, all right, I'll take a look. So I looked at it and said, yeah, send it to me. It's the Thor Throwing Axes. Now, guys, these things are really cool. High carbon steel. They are very sharp out of the box. It is a friction fit style axe with a roll pin through the center. We'll see how it holds up. You guys know just as well as I do. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. If it holds up, it does. If it doesn't, I'm going to tell you it doesn't. But all in all, it looks like a pretty cool and fun throwing axe. We'll see how well it throws. It's a little heavy on top for how small it is, but that doesn't mean anything. I actually like heavy axes, so we'll see. I'm surprised Ned Foss hasn't done a Lei Gong axe. If you guys don't know who Lei Gong is a god of thunder in Chinese mythology, and guess what he carries? A hammer. He is the god of thunder who carries a hammer, just like Thor. So, Ned Foss, do one like that. I would really appreciate that, and I thought that would be kind of cool. All the axes that I presented here, I paid for with my own money, and I'm going to review them for you and give some of them away as free giveaways. The only thing that I didn't pay for was the Ned Foss axe. They sent me an email, Rory did, and said, Wes, do you want to review this? So, Ned Foss has given me a whopping $0 to do reviews on their axes. The only thing is I get to keep them and give them to you guys. So keep that in mind. I bought all of these axes except for that one. And to show you guys that I did buy them, here's my Amazon order list. Never mind the baby formula, that's for my daughter. But as you can see here, all these axes are on my Amazon list that I bought. All the way down, except for the formula, of course. I did buy that, but that's not part of the channel. But yeah, I bought all these. They're all on my list. I bought them with my own money. Nobody sent me nothing, except for Ned Foss, that one axe. So there you go. Clear up front with you guys about all the axes that I do. I'll tell you if I bought it or not, or if it was sent to me. Always be honest with you guys. No BS. I don't have to BS you. There's no reason to BS you. I can just be honest with you and let the chips fall where they may. That's how it works with me. I'm honest. It might be an issue in the future because I'm too honest, but you know what? I'd rather be too honest than blow smoke up your asses. I feel like most of you out there are very intelligent, very smart, and can figure out if someone's being genuine or not. And I'm going to keep it 100% genuine. That's it for the axe unveil. I'm not going to put these in any type of order. I might throw axes in front of these and do a review on them. I just want to give you an idea of what I got sitting in the queue to review. Waiting for myself to get a little bit better. I want to give the Hardcore Hammers Carpenter Axe a good review, an honest review, and I don't want to go outside and throw it sick. So hopefully I'll be better in the next couple days because we are supposed to get some awesome weather in the next 3 days. 75 to 80 degrees. So hopefully tonight I can sleep it off and feel better tomorrow, and hopefully I can get outside and throw the Hardcore Hammer Carpenter's Axe tomorrow. Thanks for everybody's support. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed what I bought. Hopefully you'll get something out of one of these videos, or maybe you'll just watch all of them to see what happens. Hopefully you do that one. But if you guys have any questions, or if you want to see a particular axe, put it down in the comments section. I'll throw it into the queue and I'll buy it on my next go around. This should hold us off for a little while, but I'm sure I'll throw some axes in between some of these because I'll just get a wild hair and see an axe and go, ooh, I want to do that one. But thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everything everybody does to make this channel what it is, and I hope we grow this year in 2024. But until next time, guys, see ya.